Wondering what crypto miner hosting is and why you need it? If you're tired of dealing with high heat, constant noise, and skyrocketing electric bills from running your crypto miners at home, we've got the solution. Welcome to Terra Hosting. We make crypto mining hassle-free. Our top-tier facilities ensure your operations run smoothly with an impressive average 99% uptime. Need help? Our 24/7 support team and repair services are always ready to assist you. Got a broken machine? We offer RMA assistance to get you back on track as fast as possible. While you wait for your unit, Terra Hosting will loan you a similar model so that you don't lose hash rate, keeping your profits coming in. Looking to expand your farm? Our clients get significant discounts on mining hardware. Make the smart move to Terra Hosting. Visit terrahosting.io today and experience stress-free crypto mining.
Good morning. Good morning. How well? It did not like that. It did not like that one bit. There we go. One too many buttons. Clickety click, and it did not work out. How are you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out with me today. Oh man, things are not working the way I would hoped. We had lots of technical issues today. So give me a second here. I need to move chat around. It did not come up the way I wanted, but here we are. Cool. So how you guys doing today? Thanks for coming out on our $108,000 Bitcoin day. How's that feel? Is that kind of weird? Like 105 was a big deal, right? And now we're upwards of 108, which is absolutely wild. Let me do this. Let me put on a little jingle here. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. A little loud. Crank that down. There we go. Cool. There we go. You sold everything at 103. Well, you took profits, so congratulations to you. I think that's awesome. Yeah, totally wild there. Josh Elliott driving into PA today. Have a happy live stream. Well, thanks. Enjoy listening as you're driving there. I'll leave the stream running, but I got to run errands. Oh, sloth scotch. Totally understand, man. All good. Yeah, I was actually supposed to be up on Twitter as well and like Streamlabs. Something happened with StreamYard where like when I set up and scheduled the stream, it did not go something didn't work. It added it to YouTube, it didn't add it to StreamYard, it didn't add it to Twitter, so I kind of had to band-aid things together today. So do apologize for some last minute items going on here with you guys, but we'll definitely jump into it today. Love to see Bitcoin getting up there, and I'm not surprised about the quick correction there at all. Joey Gambit here. If you go to HobbyistMiner.io, you can get a one-on-one. Oh, yes, you can. Yeah, that's been working out well. I've been working on the website. I scheduled out time today, actually, to make some more progress on that, which has been good. So the website is currently down and being actually redirecting everybody over to our consulting page, which that has worked out well. It's a brand new consulting page, brand new platform, because the old platform, let me go ahead and share here. I can show it to you guys real quick. And then we got some cool stuff to look at here, especially with Bitcoin and where it is right now. Let me bring that up. So the old consulting platform is actually closing up shop here in the next 10 days by the end of the year. They were bought out by Skillshare. So moved to a brand new site. Yo, 22, what's up, DJ? So if you guys are in the market, I've been scheduling people like crazy recently. 30-minute and 60-minute increments. You could come over here and view the calendar and get things scheduled out if you guys are interested. If that's something you're looking at, I find myself talking to a lot of people that are just stepping into the crypto space, that are very much, hey, I'm looking to buy my first miner, and I really just need somebody to spitball that idea off of, or, hey, I'm looking to get into hosting. Who are some good options? Who do you host with? So yeah, that's worked out really, really well. New websites coming along still, which should be a lot of fun. Guys, we are doing a giveaway, a t-shirt giveaway before the end of the stream. So please hang tight and I'll go over with that with you guys, which will be awesome. All right. So chatting here with chat, we were getting into it, talking about Bitcoin. Let's take a little bit look at that. A lot of things to go over today. A lot of things I am hyped about for sure. So taking a closer look at Bitcoin here. Yeah, pretty wild. Absolutely. You know, this is the last month to think about. This absolutely just upward trend, which is awesome. And I'm looking forward to it. You know, we this morning we had this quick little bump with Bitcoin, and I put a poll up earlier to see, like, did any of you guys took profits? 20% of you guys took profits at the $108,000 Bitcoin. If we look at a 24-hour here, this is where it was, right here. We actually got pretty close to it earlier in the day. Down here is actually yesterday, and we were at 107.8, drop back down, but now every day we're kind of getting a new all-time high, which isn't that wild? Wild to think that we're almost going to break 110. Some people think we're going to hit, does anybody in chat think we're going to hit 120 by Christmas? That would be nuts. Alejo, I guess that's how it's pronounced. Greetings from Spain. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out with me today. Traveled. That's right. Who sold last night? That's right. See, 108 here is where DJ went ahead and sold, and then it dropped down to 105. But it's wild to think that, like, this is a big dip going from 108 to 105. It's like a $3,000 dip. Do you think 120 by end of week? I think 120 by Christmas of next week is my guess. However, I will not argue with the fact of 120 by the end of the week. I think that would be awesome and would absolutely love to see that. God, StreamYard's got to get new overlays. I want my camera to be, like, much bigger. These overlays in here that they have when you want to show someone your screen are garbage, absolutely garbage. Now, taking a look at Dogecoin, we've been hanging around this kind of like 40-cent mark here. And looking at the last 7 days, we've kind of just been hanging out. 30 days, we're only up a little less than 10%. I mean, year to date's where the big win is, 323. But man, I want Dogecoin. Come on, like, love to see this break 50 cents by the new year. Caspa's been a struggle. I got excited about Caspa the other day. We were up over here. You know, we were looking real good with Caspa. Look at this, 17 cents, and it just abysmal, absolutely abysmal to see it drop. I was talking with somebody about Caspa yesterday. Actually, we were actually talking about just like Caspa miners and stuff like that. And one of the things that was talked about was, like, should you just buy a Caspa miner if you don't own one and you're looking to get into the Caspa ecosystem? And I highly just recommend just buying, like, if you want to get in on Caspa right now, don't buy a miner, just buy Caspa. If you're just buying one, you know, if you're buying like 20 units and you want to have one of those units be Caspa, great, awesome, go for it. Get a Cas 5 Pro, diversify your portfolio. But Caspa, I was talking with somebody yesterday about the fact that Caspa very much is kind of following its own trajectory and path. It's not reflecting Bitcoin. It's not reflecting what other altcoins are doing. So is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I really don't know. I wish it was following other altcoins. However, I do think there's more value to Caspa standing on its own. But the big question is, if Caspa is standing on its own, entirely separate from the other altcoins, what events will trigger it to go up? In the past, it's only been use on their network, which has been with a lot of these KRC20 coins. The downside is KRC20 meme coins aren't coming out every single day, if that makes sense, or every week. So that's definitely a huge challenge, is like, is Caspa only going to see price appreciation when it has true usage on the platform, on its ecosystem? I want to get a new Caspa miner, waiting for new ones to come out. Yeah, I mean, Caspa mining, I have 17 Caspa miners right now. Everything from small, I still have the KS0 all the way up to the KS5 Pro. And I'm not buying any more Caspa miners. One, because I have plenty at this point, but two, because of the fact of, some of these big Caspa miners coming out could be painful for sure. Rabbit here. Rabbit has a video on someone trading 5 billion Doge. That's wild. I thought it was transferring, not trading. I thought it was transferring. That is my understanding, that there was a big Dogecoin move, but it wasn't selling. It wasn't buying. So it was getting moved from one wallet address to another. Who's got time to monitor that stuff? Yeah. Yes. That is my understanding as well, for sure. Yeah. So I wanted to show you guys, once again, if you guys are coming to join, we're hanging out during lunchtime break, 12:30 to 1:30. As many of you guys may not know, I do work a full-time career still. And with that being said, I work a day-to-day normal job. So this is a 12:30 to 1:30 time period that we'll be live streaming. So we're hanging out here for another about 45 minutes or so. But wanted to share this with you. This was some of my escapades this past weekend. Let me go ahead and bring this up. Stand by. All right, cool. So I was actually at a facility. Should say facility. This is a company in Eastern Pennsylvania. They have been scheduling weekly consulting calls with me quite a bit over the last month, 6 weeks, about setting up mining inside of their office. They have an office building, and this room is one room. They were originally going to try to do just air cooled. And after my first initial call with them, you couldn't do air cooling in here with full-size ASICs. The heat would be insane. The window isn't removable. There's no incoming new airflow, no air circulation. On top of that, there's people working outside this room, and you couldn't do anything with that with high RPM fans. Like, you guys know how these ASICs are, but new miners don't. So consulted with them, and we spec'd out this room to make this work. And let's take a look. So this is one office room. It's probably 12 by 12. They put 2 fog hashing immersion kit systems in here. I'll go to that in a picture in a second. So 2 fog hashing immersion kit systems in here. They put 2 sub panels on the walls and had an electrician come in, and I helped them spec this out of 30 amp 240 volt breakers in here. This is actually, and I'll try to zoom in. These pictures are very small. The window that we were looking at is the window right here to the right-hand side, and they had 2 of these fog hashing outdoor immersion kits, which is absolutely awesome. And they got concrete pads poured. They did this all right. They did this all before I came out, which was really cool. Here's the other side of that room. Here you have your another sub panel on the right, and they had everything wired in here. So this was a very, very cool setup of, like, how do you get away with doing immersion inside of an office building? This company is actually an insurance company. So they wanted kind of like this fun showpiece, but also their step into crypto. So it was very different to see a business getting in that isn't traditionally in crypto and kind of pivot into that for sure. So some pictures here along the way, a lot of cables everywhere. So first thing we did, just wanted to kind of connect with you guys on this. First thing we did is they had 10 L7s. They're leaving room for 1 miner in each of these tanks. These are C6 kits. Each tank holds 6 miners. And so the first step was there was 2 other gentlemen I worked with, a gentleman named Greg and Mike. And Mike was very tech savvy, so I worked with Mike to show him how to power on an ASIC miner, get it on the network, find it using the Bitmain IP report system, and then add in pool information and miner information. So Mike started out his day helping out with powering up every one of the L7s, getting and testing them out for 5 minutes, mining on NiceHash is what they wanted to mine to. So that's what we did with these. There were 10 miners total. while he was working on that, I'll actually show you. You got me in the background here. This is actually in a conference room they set up. I worked on, after every miner went through the process of just getting checked for 5 minutes of hash rate, I went ahead and started flipping all of these miners to immersion ready. So I was there getting every miner immersion ready, removing the fans, the outside fans, the power supply fans, installing the fog hashing fan spoofers in there, which worked out really, really well, which was cool. So there's just more of your boy HobbyistMiner here doing work, which is absolutely great. Moving on from there, then what we did was we worked on the first tank and we got all the wiring in. Now your OCD is going to drive you nuts because it was different colored cables, red, green, black, like you got every different color cable here, which drove my OCD a little bit crazy. But on the wall, they put plywood with their PDUs on each side. And this worked out really, really well. So we got all the miners into the tank. This was the other side of the room here. You might be able to see it a little bit, but here is the ASICs. It's really fuzzy, but the ASICs prepped for immersion, which was great. So then what we did was this was 3 out of the 5 ASICs that went in this tank. He did all the internet remotely. No, I did all this on site. I went on site, Eastern Pennsylvania. So we got all the miners in the tank. We got all the cabling in the tank. So all your miners are good. All your C13 cables are good. All your Ethernet cables are good. And then we actually used, if you guys look back, you see these big blue tanks. These big blue tanks are filled with dielectric fluid. And it takes one whole tank of these barrels to fill one of these up. So we had 2 pumps that fog hashing supplies. We did have to replace the tubing that fog hashing supplies, which is really, really cheap. So we replaced it with there was a fish store, like a local store nearby, with a lot thicker tubing. And we went ahead and filled each of these up. It took over an hour to drain all the fluid with these pumps from there into these tanks. And to give you guys an idea, you fill these tanks, then you turn on the fog hashing kit, and the pump pushes out oil through to outside into the dry coolers. And then you have to refill that back up with fluid because it's got to push out to the lines, which works out well. How much a tank of lube? Asking for a friend. So that worked out well. So this is actually the finished product by the time I left there. Lids on, 5 miners in there, all mining. They had, as I said, 10 L7s. Each L7 is making about $30 a day. We actually put on, you might not be able to see it, but there's actually a label on each side, labeling on the glass, the lid side, the name of each miner so that you could easily identify them. This is tank number 2. 5 more L7s all set up and good to go, which was cool. And this was kind of the room at the end once we were all done here. I did clean up all the cabling and zip tied it and made it look really pretty, but these were not my pictures. These were the pictures sent to me. And this is actually Greg here. Greg was the one running this project and tasked with it. So him and I met many times via consulting calls to get this kind of scheduled out. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. Some fun stuff that I am doing outside of YouTube, outside of building my own farm, outside of content. As I talked about before, I do consulting calls as well. And I also do on-site work as well for people. So it definitely keeps me very, very busy. But that was on Saturday. Got in there at 9 a.m. We finished around 3 o'clock. And by 3 o'clock, they had 10 miners up and running, fully immersion. That room was silent, which was awesome. And that's what they wanted. They could have people work in that environment. And they have 2 more slots. They're looking to get some L9s to put in there. And they'll most likely be expanding. So that was a ton of fun I had on Saturday, which was cool. So don't know what you guys did with your weekend, but I had a lot of fun, made some good money. Got to pay that electric bill, 100%. 100%. So we have about 35 minutes left in our live stream today. Once again, we are just doing this to kind of hang out during our lunch break together. Oh, I love it. I love those types of projects. Immersion is something that I've just learned more and more about. I'll be honest, I will not recommend any kit but fog hashing. My C2 kit I have here at home runs awesome. My 2 C6 kits run at home, which are awesome. At that office. Fog hashing is so easy to use. Everything is plug and play. You pay a pretty penny for immersion, but it's definitely worth it, which is really, really cool. So really happy with that. So if you guys are interested in consulting, you got questions, you need on-site help, whatever it is, you can just go over to TheHobbyistMiner.io and you can book some time with me. I had 4 calls last night, and I actually have 2 calls tomorrow morning, which will be really, really cool. So you guys are talking about the merch store. Why don't we take a look at that real quick here? This is a pet project that we are slowly working at. This is not a big money maker for me, so don't think this is, I guess this is a little bit of a promote, but I just really like the apparel. So we have one here that we came up with. Crypto takes no holidays. It's got the Bitcoin logo with a Santa hat on. You guys can get that. It does have the American flag on one sleeve and also the Hobbyist logo on the other, as well as our orange pill collection is all Bitcoin mining shirts, as well as there's a white classic one and a Bitcoin mug. There's actually 3 different sizes of mugs. Guys, there's a 20 ounce. I'm waiting for mine, a 20 ounce mug, which is awesome. Waiting for that one to come in, which is good. What's your one-on-one fee? For 30 minutes, it's $100. And for an hour, it's $175 for one-on-one with me. You can actually look at that here at TheHobbyistMiner.io. I'll put a link in chat if you guys are interested. TheHobbyistMiner.io. It's huge. It's crazy, isn't it? But anyways, we also have the Mining for Life collection. I am slowly getting these out. I want to change this shirt a little bit. This is your RTX shirt. It has a Founders Edition RTX on it. We do have a white American flag. I'm thinking about changing that to black. Let me know what you guys think on the on this shirt. Do a black American flag and then a black Hobbyist Miner logo. Right now they're white. I'm kind of undecided on that. And then there's also this black one, which this one came out cool with the green RTX on there with the white American flag and the Hobbyist Miner. And then we do have our Dogecoin collection right now. Does have the mug and also the shirt. We have the Caspa collection. And then we also have the Hobbyist Miner collection as well. So I'll put a link in chat if you guys are interested. Feel free to go over. I'm making, honestly, $1 or $2 off of each of these shirts and maybe 50 cents off the mugs. It's nothing wild, but I like the merch. I like having merch. I like offering it. I do have a shirt idea that I'm going to be coming out with, and the shirt idea is actually going to be it's going to be based off of like the Trump 2025 shirt. So instead of Trump, you know, like there's a shirt out there that says like Trump and then under it 2025. I want to do Bitcoin 2025 in the same style that they do the Trump shirts, and I want to put those on here as well. So that's something I want to work on later this week and see what we can get out, which I think that'll be cool. But that's just me. Not everyone's a Trump fan. 100% get it, but just something I'm excited about. Let's see. Richie Rocket in chat here says, Hobbyist Miner works so fast, you'll just release the mouse to watch him. Yeah, I do a lot of remote work, help people set up miners. People that get brand new miners in can't figure out how to get them to work. I will help them out as well remotely, which is nice. Make GPU mining great again. There you go. Good luck with that one. But yes, you're not wrong. You're not wrong for sure. Which that would be pretty cool. Yeah. Trump 2028. There you go. So outside of that, what I'd like to do is we have, well, actually here, let me show you this real quick. I am going to be giving away, let me show you guys what the giveaway is today. I told you guys it was a t-shirt. So I am going to be giving away the holiday t-shirt here to one. Whoa, come on. Here we go. Crypto takes no holidays. We're going to give that away before the end of the stream. So feel free to hang around. I will literally, the person that wins, I'll provide you a link, and then you literally can go on the site and order it, and it'll be entirely free. It'll cover shipping anywhere, and it'll take care of everything for you. So I'm going to give that away before the end of the stream, which I think would be awesome. So perfect for the holidays. Crypto takes no holidays. It's got the Bitcoin logo with the Santa hat on top. So that's actually what we're going to give away today. So one thing I want to see if we have time to work on today, we'll see if we make some progress on it. Behind here, let me grab this. So this is a S9i. This is not a profitable Bitcoin miner. So take that out of your mind right now. This is actually the one from my HeapBit. Those of you guys that have followed along my channel for a long time, yeah, an L9, S9. So this actually was pulled out of my HeapBit, that heater from 2 years ago that was garbage. And we went ahead and converted it over to a traditional Bitcoin miner. If you guys like this, by the way, the piece on the front that actually came, Ktrim has a store in my Discord. If you go under the yard sale section, there's a store for Ktrim's 3D printed store. That's where that cool yellow thing came from. But we're having a problem with this. It has brains on it, and it's lowered down to 300 watts. And it's been solo mining on CK Pool for, I don't know, over a year now. And after unplugging it, it now no longer comes up. So I'm going to see what we can figure out here today to see if we can get this working again. I pulled this out of my shed, brought it home, and I haven't done anything else with it. So let me go ahead and put this in my closet here that has a 30 amp 240 volt with internet, and let's get it powered on. All right, we're powering up here. We'll give it a minute. Yeah, we'll have to see. I want to see here. Can't wait for the 𝐓𝐵𝐼𝐻 DG Home. Nice. Is the gold shell DG Home worth the full price? 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐜𝐿𝐬𝐜, I don't think gold shell has a DG Home. Correct me if I'm wrong. Which model are you referring to? Poor S9 can't handle it. That's right. Once it hits 100K, S9 can't handle it. Yeah, I know. Watch it work fine. We get home and you guys know how mining is, right? You like it doesn't work 1 minute and then the next minute it works fine. Yes, 100%. So I'm going to see if it shows up on my phone. I might have to look up the IP. I use a Google Mesh system. Oh, there it is. Perfect. So Google, it actually tells me when any new device hits my network, it pops up on my phone and it gives me the IP address, which makes it awesome for miners, which works out really, really well. So while we wait for that, if you guys are like, oh, what does that make? You know, what is that making per day? What's the profitability? If we go over to Mining Now, it looks like they actually changed their site. Oh, check it out. Mining Now is bringing GPUs to their site. That is sick. So instead of going to hashrate.no, you can actually come over to Mining Now. Ooh, I like that. That's different. All right, let's go to ASICs. Let's go to the S9 here. The S9i, I would not recommend buying this. I would not recommend running this at all the stock settings. 14 terahash at 1,320 watts. Oh my gosh. So you're making negative $2.25 a day. Do not touch that at all. All right, so let's look here. I got the IP address. By the way, I'll put a link to Mining Now if you guys are interested in chat. Definitely recommend you check it out. So we got 192.168.86.28. All right, so it came up. Let's do root and root. Oh my gosh, it's hashing. What the? It literally didn't work at my other shed. Well, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not going to complain. I'm going to take the W and roll with it. But I'll show you. I'll give you guys a tour of how Brains OS works, why we're here, go over it, how I'm running it with this unit. This unit, honestly, you could buy S9s for probably $50. 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐜𝐿𝐬𝐜, I would highly recommend the DG Home 1 over the Gold Shell. Techman, you know what? This is one of those times where I'm like, I am glad Techman was right. 100%. Cheers to you with my water here. Dink. I don't think there's dark mode. I don't think so. Let me look here. Is there dark mode? There is. Thank you. I don't know, Golden Wolf. I'm not sure. So let's take a look here. So this is Brains OS. You can put this on almost all Bitcoin miners that are like Bitmain 𝐵rainsOS specializes in Bitcoin miners. So this is their OS. It's very easy to use. So as we talked about, this unit traditionally uses 1,300 watts is what we saw over on Mining Now. Look at that, 1,320 watts at 14 terahash. It's just not profitable. So what we've done is, if you come into 𝐵rainsOS, we're on CK Pool, as I talked about. Under performance, that you can enable auto tune mode, power target, and then you can pick 300 watts. So I selected 300 watts. So that means that it's going to auto tune this with the firmware to focus on 300 watts, which is awesome. I mean, it's a $50 miner. It's 300 watts. And at the end of the day, it ends up giving us, what are we at? 3.3 terahash for $50 is awesome, and worked out well. And it's, you know, it's a little bit louder though. This isn't something I would run in like this room or like in a bedroom or something. This is something I'd put in a garage or a basement. It's not crazy loud, but it's enough that like you're not going to want to run this, you know, where other people are. But this software is awesome. It's really easy to use. The nice thing is you could also come in here and you could set a hash rate target, and you could say focus on this hash rate, and it will adjust the watts to get you at that hash rate, which would be really, really nice. You can also come in here and turn off hash boards. You see how it's weird. It calls it hash board 6, 7, and 8 versus 1, 2, 3. You can adjust that as you see fit. So you could run one hash board, you can run two. A great option is like I had my S19XP. If you guys remember a while back, one of those hash boards went bad. I could put this software, 𝐵rainsOS, on it. And nice thing is 𝐵rainsOS has a toolbox. If you go over to 𝐵rainsOS, there's actually a deployment tool. You just deploy out and it deploys it. It scans your network, sees what miners are acceptable for 𝐵rainsOS, and it will deploy it right out to it. So the nice thing is I was able to deploy this out to my S19XP and disable one of the hash boards, and then it could just run, which worked out awesome. So it's definitely a great tool to use and have out there. You are going to see as well, if you come in here and I was to put a power target of the stock wattage, you're going to get better hash rate. 𝐵rainsOS is so much more efficient than stock Bitmain firmware. So keep that in mind, guys, which is nice. Is Brains just software or is it control board? Just software. It's just firmware is all it is. So like, let's say you have a great example. Let me bring it up here. I think it's 192.168.86. Is it 89? Maybe I'm wrong. 79? Okay, here we go. Yep. This is another miner. This is an S19J Pro 100 terahash miner. Okay. This is in Immersion. And I have this turned down. Take a look at this. I have this focused from 100 terahash down to 85 terahash. So if we take a look at this miner, I want to guess from you guys here. I think this will be good before we do our giveaway. Okay. Let's look up the S19J Pro. S19J Pro 100 terahash. This is saying stock it uses 2,950 watts. I took this from 100 terahash down to 85. How many watts do you guys think I'm using? Take a guess. How many watts at 85 terahash do you think this miner is using? I put Noctua fans on it and it's much quieter. One is at work in my toolbox. Oh, nice. There you go. Good for you. Yeah, Noctua fans will do well. 500 watts. Wow. So you're thinking I went 15 terahash down and I dropped that many watts. You're ballsy. You're ballsy. Total watts right now on this miner at 85 terahash, 1,964, which is great. And I have that Bitcoin mining and running. So 𝐵rainsOS is significantly more efficient than the stock Bitmain firmware. So definitely take a look at it. If you guys have questions, please reach out. It's a great tool, works really well. The nice thing is too, with this in Immersion, you can actually just come in here and there's actually an immersion mode that 𝐵rainsOS has. You can just turn it on, which is nice, which works out well. Hey man, I have a question. Well, awesome. Feel free to ask it. So guys, we have 20 minutes left in the stream. We're going to be giving away this t-shirt that from my merch store. Crypto takes no holidays. I'll put a link in chat to this. Let me find a video off stream of how we want to do this. We're going to use YouTube random comment picker. And we're going to have you guys post on a video, and then we're going to pick a winner, which I think will be awesome. Any YouTubers that you want to see me find a video for? I was wondering about mining helium, but I live in Denmark away from the city. That is going to be a big challenge. Helium is very based about density and people in your area. Traditional helium isn't really a moneymaker anymore. Helium mobile you can get away with, but you really want to do in a dense area for sure. Crypto jar. All right, let's check Crypto jar. Let's see if he has any videos that don't have a ton of views, and then we can check here. Dang, he's okay. See, he's Mr. Popular. He's got plenty of views over here. If we take a look on these, let's see if this one has oh my gosh, comments. All right, this doesn't have that many comments, so we can use this video here. So we're going to share this video. All right, to enter the video, you have to go to this video, and I want you to comment on your thoughts on 𝐷PIN. So in order to enter the giveaway, comment on your thoughts on 𝐷PIN. Home mining, or let's see, running 𝐷PIN miners at home. So comment about your thoughts on 𝐷PIN mining at home. And go ahead and post over there. We are posting on Crypto Jar's video. Let's get to his video versus this weird advertisement. Let's go to an incognito mode and not logged in at all. Is there another coin to mine when I live on the countryside? With what? Helium you're referring to? Or what are you referring to necessarily? I mean, you could. I think Demo is a great project to look into. Patrick, look at GeoNet. I have some GeoNet videos on my channel. WeatherXM, GeoNet, WeatherXM. Take a look on my channel. I have 2 videos on that. So definitely take a look. Here's Crypto Jar. Look at this guy. There we go. All right, so post on this video, guys. We're giving away this t-shirt. Crypto takes no holidays. In order to win, post on this video with your thoughts on 𝐷PIN mining at home, and we will pick one winner here in just under 15 minutes. And what will happen is, if you are the winner, I'll have you email me, and I will send you a link that you can check out in the store entirely free. Yeah, the 3 projects, Patrick, I was talking about was Demo, WeatherXM, and GeoNet. All great 𝐷PIN projects for sure. Oh, you run Vinish on your S19J Pro. Nice. Yeah, I was actually talking with the group over at Vinish. They had reached out to me on Telegram. We were chatting back and forth about possibly doing a collaboration. So that's definitely pretty cool there. So guys, once again, giveaway. Last time, we'll chat about it. This is from our new merch store. Feel free to go over and check it out. Continuing to add t-shirts and coffee mugs and other stuff over there. And we're giving away our featured product here, which is a holiday t-shirt. Crypto takes no holidays. We're giving away one of these today. So feel free to enter. You're going to go over to this video and comment on your thoughts on home mining with 𝐷PIN. And we'll pick one lucky winner. Let's refresh here, see how many comments we're at right now. Everybody wants a t-shirt right now. There we go. Comments starting to pile in there, which I think is awesome. So we'll give it a few more minutes here, which will be great. So other than that, guys, we're hanging out for a few more minutes. I will not have a live stream on Friday. I'm actually heading to Nebraska to another crypto mining farm to do a tour. I'll be recording it, so you guys will get some great content coming out in the next 2 weeks on that crypto mining tour. It's supposed to be cold. It is very much. I'm almost positive the mining farm is going to have snow all around it, so that's going to be a lot of fun, which should be good. What was the max wattage you can run on a 30 amp 240 volt breaker? Great question. Great question. Let me actually bring up a calculator while we're waiting here on you guys to enter the giveaway. let me, let's see here. Let me reshare my screen. I'm actually going to try to share the whole screen so I can show you my calculator. Here we go. Okay. Right over crypto jar. I'll put it right here. Okay. So you have a 30 amp, right? Times 240 volt. That's how you do it. Is 7,200 watts. Now, there is an 80% rule with electrical. Only use up to 80% of that. So then we're going to go ahead and times that by 0.80. And that's 5,760 watts. Joey Gambit, your math is wrong. So you have to times it by 80%. I think you're a little bit less there. You might be a little bit under that. So yes, 5,760 watts. In my ASIC shed, I'm pushing that higher. I'm actually upwards, I think, of around 90%. I'm a little less. I'm probably about 88% of that. And the reason I'm doing that in my ASIC mining shed is because of the fact that I, myself, the electrician, ran all of the wiring from the miners all the way back to the transformer. So I know the proper gauges of those cables. I know the quality of the work that was done. And I am comfortable pushing past the 80% rule of 5,760. I'm about 6,000 to 6,300. I don't recommend it for you because especially if you don't know the wiring back to your transformer, you know, the weakest link along that could melt or could catch fire. So just make sure you guys are extra careful for sure. All right. So we're going to go ahead and pick our t-shirt winner. Let's go ahead and do that. I am going to share my screen so that you guys can follow along here and also for legitimacy so you guys can see what's going on. All right. So this is what we're giving away. And we're going to go over to our YouTube video. We're going to copy the link. We're going over to random comment picker here. We're pasting that in. Fetch. And let's see here. Anything goes. We're going to, nope. Include replies. Nope. And we're going to do continue. That's going to go ahead and we have 41 comments. Now we're just going to make sure that comment was today because the video had 5 or 6 comments before that. Let's pick a winner. And let's see. I'm Kronzer. So many crap deep in projects being pushed by the crypto YouTube. No real use case for this. GeoNet makes sense and has a use case. So let's see if that was today. Even being a negative comment, that was still commenting. So let's refresh. Let's pause with our weird advertisement. Let's see. I got to scroll to the bottom of the comments so I can use Control F. Okay. That was 2 days ago. That does not count. That was an old one. We're going to pick a new winner. Second TL. Second TL. What's up, brother? Let's take a look here. Second TL commented 4 minutes ago. DPIN is a great way to earn passive income. Awesome. Congratulations to Second TL for winning our Crypto Takes No Holidays t-shirt with the American flag on one side and the HobbyistMiner logo on the other. Congratulations. Always like to see people within our tight-knit community that do win. Guys, if you guys did not end up winning and you guys do want to get yourself a t-shirt, I'm going to put a link in chat. Feel free. As I said, I make like $1 something a t-shirt. This is not a cash cow for me. This is not making me rich. I just enjoy having merch related to crypto. And I want to start to work on more and more shirts that have these fun phrases on them. Because I'd like to wear more of those shirts. So I think you guys would as well. This is probably my favorite shirt on the store. Tax me if you can. That one I love. Absolutely. All right. Let me power off so the room doesn't get too hot in there. Our S9i is working, which I love it. So we're going to go ahead and power that off. Let me power that down. All right. I actually was working on last night. I actually was working on a video of boxing up 3 more miners. I'm actually sending them off for hosting. And I found the boxes, which is a huge win. Most of the, man, a lot of the boxes, if you guys aren't familiar with those ASIC miners, they're very much fit to the model. So we have the Canon Avalon A1566 I'm shipping off. I have a L7 and an 𝐓𝐵𝐿 DG1 Plus. So all of those are getting shipped off. Those are going over to the team at Terra Hosting to host those for me. I already have a few miners hosted with them, adding to that collection for sure, because I actually have a few miners in my home shed because I was full over at my other shed. Great question here. Do you have a Don't Tread on Me shirt? Ooh, would you guys like a Don't Tread on Me shirt with like a Bitcoin logo, or like the Don't Tread on Me with the snake and maybe a Bitcoin in its mouth? What do you guys think of that? Don't Tread on Me t-shirt? That would be cool. That would be a cool one to design. Or do we need to have the yellow flag with the Don't Tread on Me? Because either way, I think that is perfect. Like, even if it's just the t-shirt with the flag with the Don't Tread on Me, like that works as well. So love to get your opinions on that. That would be kind of cool to incorporate that in there. So yeah, that'd be cool. All right, guys, we have about 10 minutes left in our live stream. I'd love to answer as many questions as you guys have. So please feel free to ask away. I will try to answer any of them that I can. And then we'll kind of go from there. Mega Black sounds cool. There you go. So yeah, as I said, a few more minutes left. We're just doing this during our lunch break, 12:30 to 1:30. So feel free to ask away and I'll answer any of your questions that I can, which would be cool. 1 second here. Okay. Cool. All right. Am I going to be in the Neoxa AMA tomorrow? I'm not familiar with what that is. So I will have to find out more about that. I am not, though. I'm not going to be part of that. But good question. What do I think of Zealous? I've stepped away a lot from GPU mining. I have one rig on SkyDoge, and then my second rig that you guys saw a video on yesterday, Monday, was Warthog. Other than that, that's it. That's all that I have on GPU mining right now. Very speculative at this point in time. Guys, about 10 minutes left in our live stream. They're going to wrap things up, keeping to our lunch break of 12:30 to 1:30 right now. Maybe add some banners to the store. I have to see if they do. You're talking about like the flags, right, Milkman? Is that what you're talking about? Like, do they have flags? I'll have to look there, see if they have flags. I don't know that they do. There's not a lot of sites that do support the flags. Don't hash on me with some proof of stake coins. That's funny. That's funny. All right. What else we got here? Can you run Brains on script? You can't. I actually spoke with the Brains guys at Mining Disrupt last year, and I inquired about that. I was actually pushing them to be like, hey, love to see you guys get on Caspa, you know, with K-Heavy Hash, with some of the, you know, like the KS5 Pro and some of those other ones, or Ice Rivers, and they literally just bleed Bitcoin through and through 100%. And they're like, no, we're just interested in Bitcoin, which is such a shame. On mobile, can't tag. Are you still rocking Neoxa nodes? And what are your thoughts on that? Yes, I have 3 Neoxa nodes right now up in mining. It took me forever to find time to get the second 2 ones up and running. Yeah, just kind of standing by on that and just letting that stack. I got the Neoxa nodes rather cheap, not as cheap as where we are now, but I did get them cheap. I converted some Bitcoin a while back into Neoxa, and so I do have all 3 of those up, and those are actually up on Node Orbit. Not sure if you guys have heard of Node Orbit. Node Orbit is a fantastic hosting site for your nodes. So like I have Flux nodes over there, Neoxa nodes over there, all great options. Timpy node over there as well as Node Orbit. They literally make it super easy. They have all the hardware. You just pay for the hosting and it works out really, really well. So I would highly recommend go check out Node Orbit. Jonathan over there is really awesome. Split your hash boards between controllers and mine multiple stuff in one shell. You could play with that as well, which would be fun too, which would be good. Cool. Any other questions from the group today? Thanks for coming to hang out with you guys. We had a nice 85 people, I think, at our all-time high, which is great, even with not streaming on Twitter. Twitter, for some reason, that got goofed up today. Not sure what happened with StreamYard. but we'll have to see what happens for next time. Second TL, make sure you hit me up, brother. I did make a note to get you the dedicated link for the store. It's actually really cool. Fourth Wall is what I use for the merch store, and you can generate a link for giveaways. And then when you go and check out there, it's entirely free, which is great. All set. Thanks for the chill stream, man. 100%. This is always a blast. Try to take time over lunch to get you guys hooked up and taken care of. This has worked out really, really well. How much digibyte are you mining on your L7, L9 per day? Zero. I have my L9s and my L7s. I have one L9, several L7s on Mining Dutch, and it's converting everything to get paid out in 50% Dogecoin and 50% Bitcoin. I love that about Mining Dutch, having that slider to separate it. So Mining Dutch will take all of your profits and then put them into just Dogecoin and also into Bitcoin. So all my Bitcoin miners are over there, and all of my script miners are over there as well. No drama streams here. That's right, 100%. We ain't got time for that. Let's see. Always chilling. That's right. Hey, just hang out, have fun. I'm glad the S9 worked out the way it did. That was so much easier and so nice to see that up and working, which is great. Really, really happy with that for sure, which works out nicely. All right, guys, we're going to wrap things up for today. Chat's got a little quieter, which is okay. And I need to make a phone call. So we're going to wrap things up there, get back to the daily grind of the day-to-day job. Guys, look for a video. Our next video is coming out on Thursday. It is a shed video. So I think you guys will look forward to that. I think you guys will really, really enjoy that as well, which will be really, really cool. Once again, we'll not be live on Friday because we are going to be traveling to Nebraska to do a mining farm tour of a location out there, which will be cool. So, guys, I will catch you guys next time. Thank you guys very much for coming to hang out with me today. This was an absolute blast. I am missing something. Here it is. I will see you guys next time. Oh, if you guys are interested, I will be going to Mining Disrupt coming up in just a few months in March. Would love to see you guys there. Feel free to come out. One of the biggest mining events in the US. I highly recommend it. It's a ton of fun. A lot of new miners are announced there. There's a lot of panels, a lot of good after parties. So go over and check it out, and I'll see you guys next time. Mining Disrupt 2025 is just around the corner, and I've partnered up with the team over at Mining Disrupt to help spread the word. If you're on the fence about going, I highly recommend it. This year, it's in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I've been to Mining Disrupt for the last 2 years, and I can't imagine missing it. Mining Disrupt is packed full of fellow crypto miners just like you and me. Whether you're a home GPU miner, a mid-size farm operator, or a big hosting company, Mining Disrupt is a home for all crypto miners. At Mining Disrupt, you can expect brand new mining hardware releases, a chance to listen to amazing speakers, killer after parties, and a chance to meet your favorite content creators. Grab your tickets via the link directly down below or by scanning this QR code, and you'll receive 20% off. I'll see you guys there.